Hi there, this is Marlene Dinarios here at Latinum, the Latinum Institute, and Latinum is at Patreon, and you can see the logo right here, and the logo for Latinum is right there, and the old Patreon logo, which is much nicer, is over here. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a sample lesson from the very easy Latin oral composition course, which is at Latinum at Patreon, and I'm uploading new lessons pretty much every day. And there's also a more advanced Latin oral composition course, which you can find as well, also hosted at Latinum at Patreon. So the way the lessons work is that each lesson is self-contained. There's no expectation that you will have memorized any of the vocabulary, because the focus is on producing language and the grammar of the language and sentences. And this is hard enough as it is without expecting you to remember the vocabulary. There's an enormous amount of repetition in the course, and this will teach the vocabulary to you without effort. So there's no need for you to separately make vocabulary lists and learn it. So I'm going to run through right now with a basic run through of one of the lessons, a sample lesson. This one was uploaded on the 10th of November to Patreon. So let's start. What I would do, and I always do, is I give you the verb first. So in this case, habeo, I have, habes, you have, habere, to have. I usually give it in this form. Sometimes I give the third person as well, habet, and sometimes, if necessary, I will give other forms, but these will come later on. Ne is the interrogative particle, the enclitic that goes at the end of the word. If it's at the end of a verb particularly, then it throws the verb to the start of the clause or the sentence that the verb occurs in. Haika mensa, this table. Huius mensai, of this table. Feminini generis, of feminine, of gender, to be very literal. Of feminine gender, as we would say in English. You have. And I ring a bell, and in the time that comes after that, you give the Latin. If you need more time, you can press the pause button on your machine. You have. Habes. Do you have? Habes ne. Do you have a table? Habes ne mensam. Remembering that mensa has now become mensam in the accusative. I have. Habeo. I have a table. Mensam. Habeo. Mea means my in the feminine. Meus means my in the masculine. And meum means my in the neuter. All of these three in the nominative case. Do you have my table? Habes ne mensam meam. Tua means your, feminine. Tuus means your, masculine. And tuum means your, in the neuter. All of these three in the nominative case. I have your table. Mensam tuam habeo. Pulcra means beautiful, feminine. Pulcher, beautiful, masculine. Pulchrum, beautiful, neuter. These three in the nominative case. Do you have a beautiful table? Habesne mensam pulchram. I have a beautiful table. Mensam pulchram habeo. Do you have my beautiful table? Habesne mensam meam pulchram. I have your beautiful table. Mensam tuam pulchram habeo. So that's an example of an audio lesson from this course, the very easy Latin oral composition course. So this course uses constant micro testing, and that means that you are able to progress very rapidly and learn the Latin quite fast. The idea is it's going to be in audio only. In fact, the lessons are in audio only. This is simply an explanation video, so you won't be seeing my face, just my voice. And you can press pause if you need more time. Repeat the lesson until you can translate it without too much effort. And as the course goes on, it gets more complex. This is a very simple exercise, and the material itself is taken from George Adler, a practical grammar of the Latin language, and I'm principally using the dictata, the exercises from that, as the source material, because it's a good slow progression with an enormous amount of source material for this very easy Latin oral composition course. So once again, I invite you to go to Patreon. You can join there as a free member, and that means that you can audit sections of the course, because the first part of each lesson is uploaded and you can access it for free. But if you want full access, then there are 2 tiers that you can subscribe at. So that's it from me. Bye. Wale.